Hi, this is Crystal with Take It or Leave It podcast. Today we have a few new guests, so we're just going to go ahead and go around and go ahead and introduce everybody. So go ahead.
What's up, man? Diz in the building, Crowtown in the building.
Okay.
At Fish Scale Diz, get up with me, man.
Hello, y'all. It's your girl, Aja Bella. Hello. Thank you for having me, boo.
It's OLE Bash McCarthy on Facebook, _OLE Bash on Instagram. You know, your favorite Central Florida installer, TVs, cameras, paint, anything, home essentials. And we just opened up B's Blue Seas. You know, we do famous, ain't famous yet, but we on our way. Might as well speak it.
Famous, what you talking about?
Famous Blue Grill
Hello.
Blues, man, lobster tails, snow crabs, whatever you need.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, hey y'all, my name LayLay. My name LayLay on Facebook, on Instagram, LayLay.
All right. And again, my name is Crystal. Take It or Leave It podcast. Follow it on IG. Also underscore Take It or Leave It on IG, and Take It or Leave It podcast on Facebook. And my personal accounts are Crystal Weary on Facebook and underscore It's Just Raw on IG. So today we're going to go ahead and get into discussion after all those introductions. Basically today we're going to talk about things that need to be normalized. Like, that's something that's a very big topic because it can go so many different ways. I'm going to let my panelists go around, and they're going to go ahead and say some things that, you know, they feel like should be normalized, you know, and give a little, you know, brief description as to why. I'll let everybody choose who want to go first. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to argue points yet, because I know somebody going to say something and somebody going to be like, So, you know, we're going to go ahead and, you know, then we can get into the discussion and it get juicy.
All right.
Well,
You are say
Going
so.
first, lady?
go ahead.
I break the ice. All right, man. Things we need to normalize. I got a whole list of shit we need to normalize, but you know what I'm saying? For one right now, I'm going to say cutting people off that think it's cool they can play with you. You know what I'm saying? Talk crazy to you, belittle you. I don't give a fuck how long you knew each other. If y'all family, any of that, man, you gotta let them go.
Okay.
People can't be playing with you these
Leave
days.
them right where they had you
Leave
fucked
that
up
right where they had you fucked up. On my soul.
Well, I think I'll go next. I think mine is common courtesy. I feel like if everybody had common courtesy, that'll probably go a long way. That'll probably cure a lot of shit in the world anyway.
You're going to have to define that either now or later on, because a lot of people don't understand what common courtesy is.
Oh, poor Mike close. Common courtesy is it's real. It's as simple, and that's probably why a lot of people just don't get it. Common courtesy is just as simple as a thank you and you welcome. That's common courtesy, or that as well. But as if you want to, that's the low end. But the high end of common courtesy is somebody got a disease. You got common courtesy. Get yourself checked out or fixed before you pass it along. Just something like that.
That's
common
a big common courtesy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If everybody had common courtesy all around the board, a lot of stuff wouldn't even happen.
Let's normalize common courtesy.
Yeah, I like
Go
that
ahead,
one.
Asia.
Okay, so mine's a little deep. Life insurance. Talking
yeah.
about life insurance amongst our culture.
Absolutely.
You know, minorities in general. You know, just life insurance. I mean, knock, knock, knock. Who's knocking? Don't start knocking at my door. So, anyways, yeah, just life insurance. I think that this is something that I know within my family that is uncomfortable with my black side of the family. You know, I'm mixed. I'm Spanish and black, and but I know it's uncomfortable when it comes to the black side of my family, and I think we need to make that common, because I'm sorry to say, these white people they getting these policies and they passing it on down to their children.
Yes.
You know,
sometimes millions.
Yeah, millions. You know,
life insurance
exactly.
policies,
So life
absolutely.
insurance. You know.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mine would.
Oh, my fault.
It's okay.
Did y'all say what type of life insurance?
I mean, life insurance is life insurance.
I mean,
You got
it's
short
like
term,
IRA.
you got
Oh,
long
was long term,
you-
short term?
I
I would
thought
do.
you
I
did.
mean, that depends on your age. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're younger, you would want to get long term. I mean, and it's all what they qualify you for. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I think you should leave instructions for your kids with the life insurance as well.
exactly, absolutely,
Like-
yeah. Because people fight over money, but I think it's very important because where the GoFundMe's. It's
Right.
like why in our community is so many GoFundMe's? No one is having as low as a $10,000 life insurance that can only cost you $20 a month.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And I just want to put this in on life insurance. A lot of people think you can use life insurance. It's just for when you die. You can actually use life insurance when you're alive.
That's the expensive shit.
You gotta go. You gotta get a long term, and over a while, you're gonna start building this shit called cash value. That's a whole nother account.
That's with long term. Yep.
You can become your own family bank, man, through long term life insurance policies. So
absolutely.
Definitely, let's normalize.
Yeah, I have a bit
life
of
insurance.
knowledge on that topic.
So go ahead, Laisha. Go ahead and say yo.
Me, I would say let's normalize taking time to heal from certain situations. You know?
Absolutely.
A lot of people are just stuck in this toxic cycle. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not allowing their time to heal. Therapy as well. Therapy is important when you face certain stuff in life. So.
Be honest to your therapist.
Yes. Don't be in that line.
So just don't go.
Therapist straight. I got a therapist.
I
thought I wouldn't like that shit, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's actually like people think that people when you go to therapy that they just sit there and tell you about yourself. They actually let you tell you about yourself and just asks you the right questions.
Absolutely.
And you're answering your own.
In therapy,
you're answering your own correct questions. I started it when my dad died or whatever, and then I stopped. But I definitely it kind of helped me a little bit. So I would.
No. I recommend therapy. I even consider I'm considering it now. You know, because I know I need it. I know I need it. I just haven't going that route, but I'm definitely in the process of seeking it because I for sure need it. I know
Absolutely.
I do.
A lot of us do.
Yeah,
a lot of us do.
So for my things that I feel like should be normalized this is the thing I feel like, and this is more of friends, whatever, a more topic on when it comes to friends. But I feel like people should definitely normalize. You guys get on Facebook all the time and y'all could say so much about the next person, but you have a friend next to you doing that exact same thing,
or you're doing that exact same thing.
Yes,
that is needing to normalize telling your friend that you're wrong too, or practice what you preaching.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Practice what you preach.
Holding people accountable. That's what it
being
all boils
accountable.
down to.
And I just feel like being a grown up or whatever, it's just certain things that you guys definitely should take into accountability that I don't even understand why y'all have not grasped yet. But what I understand is that it starts at home. So if this not something that you was teached or anything, this is not something that you would know how to physically do. But I feel like as humans now, with so much going on in the world, I feel like a lot of people teach themselves. So I feel like you guys are just unteachable, and that's what I was saying last week on my thing about a lot of people are just unteachable because they wasn't taught how to be teach. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So definitely taking accountability and definitely holding yourself or that person that you're speaking about when you say these words, because not mention that words are very powerful. You know what I'm saying? You could say something and it could hit somebody. You know what I'm saying? You never know. And whole time that done hit that person and you not even reflecting on what you wrote. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people deflect. Y'all don't know how to reflect.
Yes.
A lot of people deflect, don't know how to reflect. And that's a big thing and whatever, especially in like our society. Like y'all deflect so much, it's crazy.
I just feel like that's a mental issue.
Yes.
Like that's what it is.
Yes.
In reality, if you want to check into it, it's a mental issue where you like to talk about certain behaviors. It's like your alter ego of who you wish you were, I would assume, on social media. Like say you're saying, oh, these hoes, they just fucking anything. That could just be an example.
Right.
But bitch, you done fucked 3 niggas in 1
you
week.
Can relate, honey.
Like, come on, you can relate, but you acting like exactly like hello. Like so it's a lot of that going around. I see it on a daily. For real,
Absolutely.
I think another thing I would say is accountability.
Yes.
That's
basically what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Everything that needs to be normal. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like normalization, accountability goes with that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't know how to accept that though.
Yeah,
they don't know
like
how to deal with
another thing I said about accountability is another thing I said about normalizing is that I really think we should normalize not cheating, and I know that's gonna go over people's head or whatever.
That never happened.
But I know that's gonna go over people's head. But this society is so used to a girl just saying, I'm gonna get cheated on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When normally That's not how it's supposed to go. And to be honest with you, that's when maturity comes into.
That's not true, but that is not true.
Yeah.
We can argue with someone blue in the face that would say that's not. Yes, they do, because they've been dogged out by whatever man they put up with. But I argue this with women. All men do not cheat. Yeah. They do not, and all women do not cheat. Nope. It's a two-way street. Yeah. Women treat, men cheat. Yeah, but not all people cheat.
Just like it's a such thing as deadbeat dads, there's a such thing as deadbeat moms.
Absolutely. Exactly. Let's normalize loving our children more than we love them.
But it's what do you call that? It's a double standard.
All this love for these niggas, but when it comes to the kids, they so sad and so you don't even know.
I can't. Oh Lord, that's a. See, I'm about to say something.
Let's normalize putting that energy into the children.
Man, listen. Hey, yeah, that's why I say the normalization, it goes so many ways. And like, unfortunately, I also feel like normalizing that you're single until you're married. And the reason why I say that is that you're single to you're married, because the real commitment come in when you're married. When you're in a relationship, you can lead a person, go back to lead a person.
That marriage is
I agree with it.
To a certain extent.
Marriage don't really stop nothing.
It don't stop, but
I agree with you to single to married. Yeah.
There's a lot of times when it comes to marriage.
Yeah, it's solidified.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of changes that have to be made.
That's just a title females be going
certain things.
It's not a title. When it comes to marriage, it's beyond entitlement. People say that, and it's not. There's a lot of compromising that comes into play when you're married. It's a lot of changes. That's the reason why these divorces are nasty.
Yeah.
Like it's different when you marry somebody.
The relationship don't be right before the marriage anyway.
But you know
that is important.
When marriage was created versus now is two totally different things. Right. Just two totally different societies.
I do believe when you marry somebody, for better or worse, you get what I'm saying? Because not everything is a walking apart. But what is worse? Someone beating your ass? Nah, that's not cool. Cheating, they want to say all men don't cheat, but the cheating thing, like I don't know one marriage. I could speak on people that were married for 30 plus years that their husband cheated. You get what? It wasn't cheating the whole time, but they slipped up and they did that. You get what I'm saying?
Things happen.
So things do happen. So what are you walking away from? I'm not dealing with no man putting his hands on me.
No,
that's not happening. I'm walking away that's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm not dealing with no man that I'm gonna be taken care of. Like, what am I with you for?
No,
like that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like
me neither.
Like
Yeah, that's a broad field as
We're
well.
not doing that.
Because you gotta think of like, what's your take on marriage then? Because
I just said it. I'm not dealing with no man that's gonna put his hands on me.
I
will divorce you if you think you could lift your hands on me. And I would never, like, I come with my own. My thing is, I could meet a man that's broke, and I'm gonna motivate you to get to a bag. We gonna start getting a bag, and now I'm gonna position you. Okay, now you gotta take care of stuff, because I came from a black man that took care of stuff. A woman didn't have to work in a household, so I demand something different because of what I seen in life. You get what I'm saying? Versus someone that might be okay with going 50-50. I don't believe in 50-50. I could go 50-50.
Hey, that was my next
but I don't believe in that. No.
Well, not. But before we get into 50-50, I just feel like it's like if my
man fall, best believe I got him to pick him up. Simply, if my man falls, best believe all them bills that he was taking care of, I better have something in the bank that hold him up. Simply.
So y'all saying
that's what I think.
Should not normalize 50-50.
I don't.
50-50 this is what it is. This is where
what's women issue with the 50-50?
I don't have no issue with it.
As much as I argue 50-50, I always pay majority of it, if not all of it.
That's not 50-50.
I'm just saying,
because we cook, clean, niggas cook. Niggas clean. I ain't no dirty ass nigga at all. So I'm guessing
I've never been with a man that's done that ever.
What, clean?
Cook, clean. I do all of it. I do the cooking and cleaning. I've never. I do all the whole work. I've never been with a man that does that.
I'm a clean.
I'm not saying he's dirty, but he doesn't take on those responsibilities. I won't even allow it.
You ain't gonna do it how I want it to be done. So I prefer to do it.
If he's single, I'm pretty sure he does that. But as long as I'm around my man, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind a meal here. Okay, surprise me, but I've never had that before.
Right. I had a boyfriend that liked to cook.
Yeah.
That's
Niggas get in that
nice.
kitchen.
Yeah.
I know everyone get in
I
that
had
kitchen.
someone attempt that
I
for me
don't
years
like
ago,
it
and the
sometimes,
rice
but
is
I
hard
cook.
as hell. But okay, babe, thank you.
Yeah, but I had
Fine.
somebody who I was with that I won't eat that.
Yeah.
Just make me cook. I got it. Don't
Yeah.
Okay, so let me speak on the 50-50 thing. This how I
Especially
feel.
cleaning.
I feel like when it comes to 50-50, you have to know the type of nigga you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like personally, if you know you're dealing with a 9-to-5 man and you will also work a 9-to-5,
Right.
be reasonable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. If he is a real man, he's gonna step forth anyway and pay majority. But
Right.
you being okay to agree to pay that 50-50, you know what I'm saying? That's just there. Now, if he agrees to pay, 90-10, you paying 10% of whatever, and that's really not nothing.
That's
Baby,
nothing, yeah.
pay the light bill for me. That's all. I got everything
Pay the
else.
internet
That really sound like the
Pay the internet bill. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm not opposed to that.
So my thing is, if he say do that or whatever, and then it's a month straight, well, he say, baby, I can only pay 40%. That means you got to kick in 60.
You better
And
have that
you
money.
better have that money. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
That money
agree.
have that money, because ain't no way. Why? See, this the thing where people, whatever. That's why I say, y'all can't give me. Oh Lord, y'all can't give me a faithful man that got money. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, I'm gonna do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's paying majority of the bills, I bet you I done got a business or something. I bet you I'm doing about 4, 3, 4, 5 hustles. So that way, if he ever fall, I got him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of people, all these females, y'all want a nigga to give, but y'all can't give shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't give shit when it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they just wonder why they don't get position in wifey position. It's just like you stay in that sideline whole position. It's just like
I mean, it's a lot of females don't understand. It's like it's certain qualities you got to give a man outside of looks and pussy in order for him to value you. A lot of people lack values. Like that goes back to common courtesy. A lot of women don't realize they man tired and to pick up the slack or the axe. Even most men will be like, nah, I got it, but they appreciate it just knowing that you got their back. That'll go a long way. Most men won't step out knowing that you got their back.
Yeah, but why not voice it? Why y'all do that?
Ain't no y'all.
Why not voice
No,
it? Why speak on something that's already understood?
You know what I'm saying? Why if you tired, say you tired.
I voice it. I mean, in my situations or whatever, my relationships,
Well, let's normalize
I
that
voice
then.
it. But,
Men expressing their feelings, because you
Yeah,
really don't do that.
but then
Yeah, why not?
again, you know why
Y'all
men
choose
don't
not
do
to.
that.
They don't really be on
But
their
you
head.
know why?
Because
the wrong woman would turn around and be like, you
man
sassy.
can't even cry in
You
front of
gonna be
his
sassy.
The wrong woman. I'm
Yeah.
saying the
Yeah.
wrong woman.
A lot of
Because
men
if
came
my
across
man
the
was to
wrong woman.
express to me how he feels, I'm
Right.
listening.
Yeah.
But the
Genuine.
immature person be like, you sassy. You not
Right.
supposed to be talking like that.
So
Right.
You
boom,
get what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
quote me on
That's
this.
crazy.
A lot of men, and I speak for this a lot. I'm gonna ask you this: before you became a player, before you dealt with multiple women, you had an idea of just one girl, just being with one girl.
That be everybody, I think.
And that got shattered
But then
multiple
you go
times.
through
but
experiences.
That's what I'm saying. You get the
You know what I'm
experiences
saying?
with the wrong people.
Experiments and all that shit. That
And
shit
then, but
change.
you could ask any man this: we are not born cheaters. We are not made
think
cheaters,
anybody's
raised
capable of
cheaters,
being
or pimps,
faithful.
or like that.
Yeah.
I just like females as
but
well.
what if you've
though.
been hurt in a past situation and you bring it on to your new situation?
Yeah.
But that's
That
what
happens a lot.
that goes
Haven't
back
healed.
to her saying
Absolutely.
you should heal, and that goes back to me
Yeah,
saying
that's
common
a fact.
That involves
courtesy,
a
like
couple
giving
things.
yourself
You know,
time
becoming closer
and
to
giving
God,
other people time, being
not
real
having
with other
sex.
people. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fasting from sex,
Mm-hmm.
food. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple things.
Like that goes, all of that goes into like accountability. That's why I say like, just it's a lot of stuff that we should definitely normalize as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Friendships, relationships, society in general. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Communication.
let's normalize not. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's normalize. I understand everybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about these people that they go to jail, they get out and they go back to jail. Get out and go back to jail. Like, let's normalize and learning your lesson the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially I feel like as a whole, because if you have kids or anything, I think that's so selfish. You know what I'm saying? I think that's so selfish or whatever. I know, you know, just from word of mouth and, you know, people that I've talked to or brothers, sisters. I got a cousin in jail. You know, she's a female. You know what I'm saying? She got 18 years. You know what I'm saying? Over
Because
some.
she killed somebody?
It was, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So she has 18 years or whatever. And I know it's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin
I have
in jail.
an opinion on it, but
so I just feel like normalizing not going, because people get out of jail.
Normalize taking your life serious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just be taking your life a little bit serious.
Normalize, if that shit ain't looking good for you, man, find you a new career, man.
Just find
listen,
as
long as you're doing something illegal, there's a chance that you will be behind bars. There is a chance. You get what I'm saying?
It's a great chance.
However, if you're in a relationship with a woman that's accepting it, that's okay with you spoiling her, okay with you paying these bills, and mama asking, because you know what I hate? When mamas want their sons out the street, but you asking your son for money.
Right.
You asking your son for that dirty money he get. You get what I'm saying? So what role do you play for you to like really accept? Because like I've never seen it in, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, my grandmother, one of my grandmothers, she's not going for nothing when it comes to drugs. Like, she finds out any drugs is in her household, bye. I don't want no money from you, no gifts, no nothing. There's not a lot. That's shit you see in movies. You get what I'm saying? So all these men that are in these streets to take care of their family, what are you doing to be like, dude, you dead ass wrong. I don't even want this money. I need you out the streets. Or what are you doing to legalize this money?
Right. Yeah.
That's another thing too. Like, it's a plan. You get what I'm saying? When you with someone that's in the streets, you better have a plan. You better know, okay, I don't got no record like that. I know you do, but okay, let's clean up this money a little piece.
A lot of people don't know what a lot of kids.
But don't take for somebody that you don't agree with their lifestyle. You just as wrong. Come on, I hate that. I hate when mamas be so mad about they brought they sons in the streets, but you still asking them for money. You know different. You taking their street money. But go ahead.
A lot of dudes be in the street without no plan. It's like 1 out of 10.
And they not learn. They don't learn.
A lot of people don't know the vision of the streets. A lot of people don't realize the streets was like a quick get in and get out. Streets was implemented because we wasn't getting no loans from the bank, basically. So you did.
And you ain't gonna get no loan from the bank when you a felon.
Exactly.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, me too. Shit, I'm a felon.
You not gonna get no loan from the bank. You get approved for a house though, but you ain't getting no loan for a business bank. That's not happening when you a felon.
Squeeze, what it is?
Nah,
you good.
About that going to prison. I've been to prison twice, jail a few times, but it's like you gotta learn, like you gotta have a plan and stuff like that. Last few times it wasn't nothing but.
And to my viewers, if y'all got anything to say, drop some comments. So, because we're definitely gonna read them. So, anything y'all want to say to as to what we're saying.
A lot of people don't have that plan. A lot of people
what we talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Real shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. When my function for this whole Take It or Leave It podcast is because you can either take it or you can leave it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put the real shit on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that everybody up here, we just, because there's agreeing to disagree, and that's another thing too. We agree to disagree on this show. So that's what I really want to angle when it comes to that. So if we got people out there that think like me, or she think like me, or he think like me, or you know what I'm saying, or agree or disagree, go ahead and say something. You know what I'm saying? What to do, cuz?
I got something else we should normalize. I think people should normalize, chasing your dreams, pursuing your passions, despite what people may say, may think about you or anything. Because I don't heard so many people be like, I want to do this, but I might step on so-and-so toes, or
who cares?
Or so-and-so might think this, and man,
so
y'all know.
Let me add on to that real quick.
I'm gonna shade something, man.
Let me add on to that real quick. Let's normalize
supporting one another no matter what.
But wait, this is a big one, because I feel like a lot of people, I've seen certain people say certain things, and this goes into age a little bit. Please, let's normalize that everybody is different strokes for different folks. You feel me? You might see a 22-year-old succeed. That doesn't mean that because you're 26 that you're too late to do anything. It does not have a age thing. Let's normalize that. Let's normalize. It's okay. You don't know to not know to not have a clear vision of your future. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? That people, social media have really screwed with people's head, and I feel like y'all really have to go through stuff to learn. But a lot of y'all know this shit that be going on social media. Y'all know that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say a lot of crazy shit. Like I was saying the last show, I troll a lot. But I'm gonna tell you really why I troll. I troll a lot
Real bad.
because, to be honest with you, I just be wanting to see where people heads at sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I want to see where your head at. I want to see if you feel where I be coming from when I say certain stuff. Like I say certain stuff, and I get a lot, a good little couple of shares. I get a little, couple of laughs or whatever. But like, do y'all really be feeling where I be coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, I troll a lot. I troll badly, like real bad. So I really be just trying to pick y'all brains, because I feel like a lot of y'all got sense, but y'all use social media to not have common sense. You know what I'm saying? Common sense ain't so common though either. So
I like what he has said. Going back to what he has said was the fact that normalize when you're starting a business. Don't worry about, say if you, for instance, right here on 1792, right? There's a Burger King, there's a McDonald's, there's a Walmart, there's a Chipotle or Qdoba, whatever. They're all food.
Y'all think Burger King worrying about McDonald's? You think
And that's what
McDonald's
it
worrying
is.
about churches?
So
churches
what? And I
Popeyes.
yeah, it doesn't matter if there's 100 hair suppliers or hair technicians, whatever, in your city, and you have a talent, use it. Don't stop because someone else is doing
You
it.
might be the rawest one.
There's
Jump
so
out
much
there.
money out here. There's money is printing every day.
Right.
There's enough
Right.
money out here for all of us.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you right now. Do not stop because the next person did it first and they're going to say, oh, they follow me. Who cares?
Man,
You
they
might
ain't
be more
start that
popping than
shit.
that person.
Right.
Now what?
Hundreds of
Yeah,
years, man.
absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? That's hating shit. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Let's
I hate that. I
normalize
wish
not
I would clown. So if people don't know me, I have a food truck. I mean, I've been through my trades of what for business and stuff,
Right.
but my latest has been a food truck. I wish someone would come to me, around me, and be like, I want to start a food truck. And I'd be like, girl,
I'ma get
boy,
it again.
why you want to do that? I
Right.
did that.
Right.
Come on, I would
Wow.
never. I would
Right.
like, I support you. What do I got to do to help you? I know
Absolutely.
this, that person
There we
to
go.
direct you. That's
Absolutely.
how support each other
That's
no
how
matter
it's
what.
supposed to go, though.
Even
Exactly.
if we all doing the same thing.
Right.
I'm rapping, you want to rap, okay. It's not
Right.
handed to you. You gonna have
You
to
gotta
learn
do
the
the work.
ropes.
You
But
gotta do the work.
I get,
that's
but
it. You
let
gotta
me
do the
intervene
work.
with
That's
that
it.
too, because I do TV mountains or whatever. I've been doing this for about close to 10 years now or whatever. I don't never shut the door or like just block people out. I always help people. If they call me, I'm gonna help them or whatever. Because as a man, if you break yourself down to ask somebody for help, you
Right.
already put yourself in a vulnerable state. So I always extend
Not
help.
to someone that cares about you.
Yeah,
Right.
but even then, but I always end up getting messed up in the end. It's like, that ain't even worth it. I shouldn't even have did that because now this is a bad person.
But don't ever
It's
stop yourself from the
I
next
never
time.
stop it, but you can't
Yeah.
call a person a hater because some people get burnt out. Me personally, I ain't burnt out yet because I got to give it to my kids. In order for me to give it to
You
them,
are
I
a
gotta
hater if
test
you
and
come
try
to me
other
and you
people.
want to do the same thing I want to do and I shut you down.
I am not saying like
that's
shut
no
you
support.
down.
Like,
No, I get what you're saying, shut
Yeah.
down. But as far as refusing help, that's a person's choice. That ain't
Yeah.
no hater. That's just go find out how I did. Because if you're not paying me, the game ain't
if I don't
always
show you the
free.
ropes, no nothing, that's a problem.
But
Why
the
you not
game
showing me?
ain't free, 'cause
I'm
the game
talking about
is-
if I'm in cahoots with you. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
You
gotta
saying?
gotta
with
say
somebody.
that. Well, yeah, say that.
Yeah.
You gotta say that. Then
No,
from
if
the
I'm in
beginning.
cahoots with you,
Yeah,
but I
that's-
don't even.
I'm talking about me dealing with random people. I've helped random people. I've
I
built
would tell you what
friendships
to
off
do.
random people. I've
Yeah.
got like at least 6 people I can call right now to go, hey, I can't make it. You want to take this job? Or 6 people to call me like, hey, bro, I can't get to this side. You want to take that job? Like, if anybody else want to enter that circle, you can enter that circle as well. But you can't tell nobody they're a hater because somebody might be like, hey, well, bro's trying to mount TVs, but I ain't bring them in because such and such, or I just got a bad feeling about them. What we do is we going into random people's houses. So that's different.
You don't wanna
Everybody, you
put your
can't
face
can't
on
put your face on
everybody.
everything. You can't give everybody the roast
But y'all
everything. 'cause
situation-
I
every-
get what you. I
but that's
was
what
just
I'm
saying, like, I'm not gonna show you the directions. Not saying
Yeah.
that I'm gonna plug you in with that. You gotta have credentials for that. You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but that's what
But
I'm
I will
saying,
show you
too.
what you need to do to be in the spot that I landed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I
so
always
if I don't
tell
want to
people
show
that,
you at
because
all,
I
it's
ain't that
like,
far.
come on, like you not nothing. You don't want to do nothing, especially if I personally know you.
Nah,
Like,
I ain't never shot
and it's
nobody
random
down
for
that I
someone
know.
that doesn't know you to reach out to you. That's
Right.
random. That's very that's slim to none that happens. But if someone that I didn't know was to reach out to me and they was to ask me, I'm not gonna tell them, you can't be in my position because you didn't work the way I work to be in my position, but I could show you what you need to do to be in my position. You might outflourish me. I'm not gonna stop. If you got any questions, I got answers. I'm not gonna say nah, I ain't got nothing for you. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like if you don't want to give somebody your knowledge, I feel like that is hate. Why you don't want to share your knowledge? Like, what's the reason? Because you work so hard and they didn't work so hard, you just sharing a gem on them. Ain't nothing wrong with sharing a gem on somebody.
Yeah, but I get it. But at the same time, some people charge for gems. You can't call them a hater because they don't want to give it out for free. But that's what I'm saying. You got people that have classes for it. I had to pay for a class to go through it. I had to go through years to get here. But I've never shut nobody down myself personally. But I'm just saying you can't say hating because other people go through different
Everybody's
things.
different. When it comes to money, if you want your money for your,
me personally, I let you get it because if I do, I'm not even in the city with it. I say I supply everything in Central Florida. I do probably out of 100%, probably 20-30% of my jobs are in Orlando. Everything else is between Gainesville, Polk County, Kissimmee, Deltona, stuff like that. So I definitely don't care about you building up in the city. That's why I say me per se, I never shut nobody out. But other stories and stuff like that, with my line of work, you can't. Some people just can't. You can't do that. Like I've had somebody work with me. I take him in the houses and he's flirting with the clients. That's my rule is we don't talk to the clients. So it's like, how would you feel about that? It's like sometimes you got to shut people out because you don't know these people till you get in the situation.
And you're conducting a business yourself, so you can't let nobody else come in and interrupt that.
But yeah, before we split ways, I could tell you like, wait, bro, well, this is where I get my mounts from. I see certain clients that I don't want, and then or that I can't deal with, and you can have them and stuff like that. But as far as me like shutting you off, no. As far as me like dealing with you every day, I probably won't.
But I think somebody said on the live that they said my kind hate to see their own kind win, and basically talking about like black people, of course. But that's what we're saying. Like that needs to be normalized. That we do support each other. We support each other stronger than we support these famous people we don't know. You know what I'm saying? No, that's how it's supposed to be.
You're saying we should or we do?
We need to.
Okay.
We need to support each other just like we support these
people that feel like they not getting support in what they doing. Because you can't say everybody ain't getting support.
I feel like a lot of people don't support me. But I still support people.
It's coming.
But when they see you flourish, best believe you're gonna see it come out. It's happening to me.
You know that shit, like,
everybody gonna be dick riding you,
it's
and
like
that's why you go into that circle where you think
I done tried 4 different businesses, probably 5. I done tried cutting dogs' hairs when I first came home or whatever. I done had a bounce house business. I done had an electrical company. I done switched that over to an installer company. Now I cook food or whatever. All these businesses was slow. Ain't nobody know me. I was probably from school and stuff.
You sound like me. You sound like me because I done sold purses and shoes, you know what I'm saying? I done sold contacts, I done stripped, I done, you know what I'm saying? I done did a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? As far as like hustling, getting money, I done sold drinks or whatever, I done sold food, you know what I'm saying? I done did it all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say they were all slow, some was but the momentum that I have now is way different now, you know what I'm saying? If I would have started a podcast, I feel like back in the day, maybe a couple of years ago, I probably would have got a couple of views of the people that knew me, but now I'm reaching out. And you know what? Because I support people now, I really do support people. I've gained so many different people that I need to be sitting in the room with. You know what I'm saying? All because of support. Because you got those genuine people out there where you support them, they gonna support you. Like Aja, you know what I'm saying? Right. She support me, I support her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some wings.
You're gonna have to go all over the world for them right now until I open up that storefront.
I need some wings.
Unless you just come over to the crib and I cook all the time. So
like, you know, just being in certain rooms and just not even just like support. Support goes a long way. It could just be somebody asking you a question. You know what I'm saying? They supported you. They have a sincere question about this, that, and the third. Like I done had somebody write me already. I'm only 3 episodes in. Tell me how you started your podcast. I don't mind giving that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind giving that gemstone. You know what I'm saying? Like just like y'all said, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all say McDonald's ain't worried about Burger King, but in a way they are, because they always try to come up with different stuff to get.
I mean, if you go
their
on a packages,
people,
you
know what I'm saying?
They got
competition.
yeah,
You
right.
gotta
It
see
is
how you going. You
competition.
know what I'm saying?
But the
Ideal
thing is,
competition.
McDonald's didn't stop from being across the street from Burger King. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Or vice
Or right
versa.
next
That's
door.
all it is. You don't stop because that particular competition is in the area.
You just
go
see how to
for
make your
it.
shit better.
You just go
Yeah,
for
pretty
it.
much.
That's it. Because your clientele might not. It could be even persona, whatever you doing. Like me, like whatever business I got going on, maybe the customers might not like my attitude or what I go by, whatever. They might want to come to you instead.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just so much money in the world
It's
out
a lot
here
of
for
money in the
everyone to
Because
get.
everybody has different preferences.
So no one needs to be
And everybody know
discouraged.
different people.
I think we should
We don't
normalize
know
teaching
how to
our
say
kids other outlets of income versus
Yes.
what we fall victim to.
Yes.
Versus
What
like
we were
a lot of
taught.
people, yeah. Because then you got to think of what the fuck was we taught. A lot of
Yep.
people weren't taught shit. We was
I'm
taught
telling you.
manners. We was taught how
Right.
to clean.
The-
You know, we was
right.
taught stay out of trouble. But we was
was taught
taught
the
go
bare
to
minimum.
work. Yeah, we
We was
taught the
taught
bare
the
minimum
Do,
or
do
whatever.
you,
Go
do you
work
think?
for it.
Do all you have children? Because I don't have children.
I
and
got
this might be
kids.
biased to me.
Yeah, we all
I
know.
got
I don't have children, but I raised, and I grew up really, really young. However, do you think that if you have your kids occupied like in sports or any type of academics that helps them from
Yes.
them being outside and maybe the life we might have lived? Like I lived the street life. I'm not even gonna
I
lie.
lived it too. Me-
Yes and no.
I think it helps
I'ma say
for
yeah,
certain
no.
situations. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm gonna be honest. I grew up way different than my kids are growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and my son is not in sports. He doesn't enjoy football and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like to
I
play
said any
feel
type
like-
of academics. That's
But
what I'm
he
saying.
is not.
Oh, go ahead.
He
just
is
a-
not a product of his environment at all. You know what I'm
then,
saying?
then again, that's why I say I feel like we've just let go of the whole thing of it takes a village to raise a child. A lot of people don't even cooperate with inside the family to raise a child. So it's like
So everyone
let
beefing
alone
with each other.
outside
Yeah.
of the family.
Don't
to-
have that
to even
problem. I have a village behind me,
That's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying.
That's
But you
good.
have most people who have better village structure or family structure. They
Have common sense.
not even common sense, because I got plenty common sense. I
Right.
got more common sense than a lot of motherfuckers, but I still end up going to jail a few times. But that
Right.
ain't common sense ain't play roles in that. Sometimes shit. I just had an incident
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
As I had to go. I had
Shit just happened.
Shit just happened.
That
Somebody,
shit crazy.
somebody stealing from me out my yard, taking out from my yard, or whatever. I get hit, everything. I go to jail. I do what I got to do back, but I still go to jail for it. You feel? That's what I'm saying.
See, that's
It's
the
just
shit
like,
that pisses me off.
But that's
When people are going
That's
to
why I
jail
don't
when they
live-
don't need to be going to jail.
Right.
I don't
You
live
know
in
what?
certain neighborhoods.
I feel like the people forgot the village. I feel like football ain't gonna help everybody kids. Sports ain't gonna help everybody kids, because sports is basically, it's like most sports are basically converted from a violent thing based into athletic. I feel like
And I ain't gonna lie.
they use us.
Aggressive behavior.
I feel like with sports, like if we're really saying like, oh yeah, if our kids, be in sports that, they'll stay out of trouble. I don't even think it's that, because I feel like being around sports, you start to gain different friends. All them boys on that football team, them be the ones that be into stuff. You know what I'm
Stuff too,
saying?
but think about it. If you take the sports out of it and then incorporate, only thing I agree with sports is the payout for it. Without the payout, if it wasn't no payout for sports,
Motherfucker wouldn't
then
be playing.
other than
Right.
that, a lot of people wouldn't play. A lot of people wouldn't push their kids to play. That's what I'm saying. Like broaden the outlook of income, what kids can make money out of.
Have
You got
more
people could be
business-minded.
more business oriented and more business minded. Because sports is, I gotta do this shit. I gotta grind and use my body until I could get paid. Everybody body don't make it. Everybody
Right.
body ain't built like that to endure all that. That's
A
what
lot of
I'm
niggas
saying.
ain't
It's
gonna
like-
have the skills to get there. They
that's
don't
what I'm
get-
saying.
they
They
don't
parents
get so
done
many
forced
niggas,
them
you
into
know what I'm
this
saying?
to love it, and then they just trash. They ain't gonna. They barely make it to college. They don't make it to a good college or whatever, and then you just wasted
All them
goddamn
years.
20 years of a person's life when you could have been teaching them how to make a business, or
Right.
you could have been teaching them
How
a
to build
trade,
something.
or passing them down what you do from the beginning. Because if you give a child something at a young age and keep teaching it to them, like if you build a child as a mechanic, You got them. That's how the best mechanics started off from watching their dads and shit in the shop. The best electricians was taught by their dads. The best everything was taught by their parents, their moms and dads.
Right.
Cooks and shit like that. You got a few people that's born that know how to cook or whatever. But a lot of people got them grandma recipes that they don't tweak and add a little something to it. And that's what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You pick up on.
Cause I do my shit in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Man, absolutely.
I ain't heard about you.
But then again, that goes back to what she's saying about not gatekeeping, because if they don't gatekeep with you, and now sometimes your food tastes better than their food or whatever, you can make certain meals that they couldn't make, and that's why you should share the business with other people, because they gonna get in those that you can't get into. They got a face that you might not have for certain things or whatever, but they'll offer it to you like, hey man, appreciate it, I got this job that's too big for me, here you go. But I feel like certain things like that, like if you could teach everybody kids, like I take people kids with me sometimes, like people like, hey, you looking for somebody? I'm like, how old is he? He bigger than me. Hell yeah. I get tired of lifting 85s by myself sometimes.
You'll take a 15-year-old?
Yeah, I take it if he listen or whatever.
Yeah, he'll listen. He'll listen. He don't know you, but you know he's a okay. So my 15-year-old, like right now, he's not a bad kid at all. Don't get me wrong, but he's in that, you know, he's going through that phase right now where he's trying to figure out who he is really, like how he want to dress, what he want to do.
Is like with boys, can't nobody help him figure it out.
Right.
Him, the only thing I can help him do is find out how to make money outside of
work ethic. Yeah, that's what he needs. That's what he needs. You know what I'm saying? That's what he needs. Work ethic. Because he bigger than me at this point. He need to start paying some bills or something. He bigger than me. Like,
that's crazy.
But yeah, I think I want to just like something that I do want to say too, as far as like normalizing things, and this goes into like relationships and, you know, whatever you got going on with a nigga or whatever the case might be. But I really think we should normalize telling, you know, I know we was talking about this on the last show, so I'll make sure I say it correctly. I really feel like we should normalize, how can I say it, telling a person, like, before you lay down with a person, you know, being honest about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest about what's going on. Like,
are we back on that? Y'all want honesty? Last episode.
All right, so men are agreeing that they're gonna lie no matter what because they feel that women don't want honesty. Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
Let me tell you, women do not want the truth.
I can't say that. So you're agreeing that you're gonna lie?
All men ain't capable of being honest.
So you just said women don't want the truth.
They don't, but they don't need
to lie. I do. What did you determine that I wanted? The truth.
You was like 60-40.
Man, please.
I don't think nobody wants the truth, but at the end of the day,
I want the truth.
I do.
I want the truth.
No, nobody want the truth. Let's be honest. No, it's gonna. Right, you want the truth, but it's gonna. If you really can control your feelings and be like, yo, I really don't want the truth, but listen, I got the truth. And you can hold into them the reaction of it. Okay, cool.
Right.
Not everyone can hold. You get what I'm saying? Everybody in this world.
A lot of people don't want the truth because you got a lot of dudes who got this itch in their mind that kid ain't theirs, but they won't get it tested. A lot of people don't want the truth.
I want the truth.
I want the truth too, but I'm just saying.
The truth is still
I was just confirming what she's saying.
That's true.
What we from a different part of town.
The topic was Listen though, the topic was for his.
It's a negative situation.
The topic was does women want the truth? But honestly,
y'all want the negative situation.
I prefer the truth. But I would prefer
this is where
we all deserve the truth.
And at the end of the day, like as we going back and forth or whatever, this is what it all boils down to about the topic. Like we need to normalize wanting the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? So normalize telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can go. A lot of relationships fail because you didn't tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people that got common sense. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's why a lot of dudes deal with dumb girls because they know they can get further loser. You know what I'm saying?
But
like
you gotta think about the type of dudes those is. Some of them got money, some of them don't, but all of them dumb as shit. Most of them niggas, like, I mean, you gotta think, young girls okay, younger women is okay. It depends on the age break. I get what you saying, like a 25 or a 30-year-old dealing with an 18 or 19 or 20-year-old.
Yeah,
that's wild as hell.
Yeah.
There's no connection whatsoever other than mind control. I get what you're saying right there.
Yeah. Finances.
Yeah, finances.
When I was younger, I used to, you know what I'm saying, a lot of protect feelings and all that shit. But as I got older, it's like, man, what the fuck? What I'm lying to you for? Like, we ain't on none of that. And please tell me the truth. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? They're gonna take it from there.
And that will be used against you.
Ain't nobody know me watching well, man. Y'all know how.
Man, he's been lying on his podcast about telling them the truth. They tell the truth, they be hurt so bad.
That's why I say you got.
We don't get hurt already. That's why nigga want the truth.
It depends on.
I ain't gonna lie. Because I know him, he want the
people
truth.
call me one of the most
that's rare. Men don't want the truth.
A lot of men don't want the truth.
You dealing with a man and he want cheating and cheating on you. And the woman do that in return.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Nigga ain't snapping.
That's rare. What you do is rare.
Yeah, that's rare. See, my understanding is people gonna do what they want to do.
For a man to be like, okay, I done dogged this girl out for all this time.
It's her turn.
That's rare though. That is rare. That is not
crazy. Why would you throw? That's like throwing a rock at the police officer and not expecting him to flash his lights. That's like saying the cuss word around your mama, not expecting to get a whooping. Like, come on, that's not giving.
That's really not real.
That's crazy.
That's
what goes back to me saying niggas don't get their babies tested because they know what they did.
It's probably only 2% that are like y'all for what y'all quote unquote saying that y'all don't want to find out that y'all ain't cheating on y'all after y'all done dogged her out. Let me tell you, there's 98%. I know for a fact. If you ask a man, if your lady cheat on you, what you gonna do after you was cheating on her?
After you don't
I think
every man says leave.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. I see it all the time, and I know what proof.
Yeah, because we're supposed to stay solid no matter what.
Find some proof.
No, because we're women. Women are not supposed to do that. Women are not supposed to do what they do. It's a double standard.
It's equal rights now. That's
My voice is actually really loud.
Yeah, mine is.
So check this out. If you know you been cheating on your nigga, right? And he fine. I'm talking about bro been holding it down, ain't been doing nothing. You know this because you go through phones and all that.
Right.
And he finally cheat on you. You gonna trip.
Yes.
You might be a little mad.
Naturally you do.
Yes, I'm a trip, but I ain't leaving.
Yeah, naturally you do because you know you done did something, so it doesn't matter. As a woman, when
but that goes into what he said earlier about, like, you said if you cheating, but I ain't leaving or whatever. But that goes into like
you find out you're
not letting somebody play with you. You know what I'm saying? Not letting somebody play with you.
You can leave. Not you. It's you at a fork at a road.
And if you know you're not gonna leave, you're going to trip. It's not.
That's certain.
That's the difference.
You might be mad. You might not be mad.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So just let one person talk because I could barely hear y'all.
Play at your own risk.
My thing is, at this age, people gonna do what they want to do. Everybody got that one person that they probably always deal with on and off, or they can always go back to.
Oh yeah, let's normalize not doing that.
That's what I'm just saying. Yeah, let's normalize not doing it. But everybody has a person, and some. But
I don't have a person though. You say everybody. I don't have a person.
But when you say niggas, me and him can't relate.
I'm telling you right now, I don't have a person that I'm interested in going back to.
Yeah,
that's not a true statement.
With certain niggas don't. You saying me and him do it. You don't know.
I didn't say you and him do it. I said any person in this world that gets hurt on cheating, whether it's me, her, you guess it. Oh, because I did wrong, I'm just gonna try. You're gonna feel some type of way, even if you were the dog in the relationship. If I was a dog in the relationship and I found out my man is cheating on me, I'm still naturally gonna feel some type of way. But I still will be considered at the fact that I did him wrong more than he did me wrong, but I'm still gonna be a little mad.
It's still a
It's
character
natural.
flaw.
Stop lying and saying you won't feel no type of way.
I didn't say I won't feel no
No,
type
you
of
I
way.
said I
did
won't
say
snap.
No, I said I
ain't
won't
finna be
snap.
snapping and doing
I
no
say that's an ultimatum in the road. It's either you gonna be mad and
That's
stay there,
definitely
or you
said.
gonna leave.
You might not stay there,
I
but you're
didn't
gonna be
say
mad.
snap.
That's it. That's what I'm saying is you're gonna feel some type. You're gonna be
Me
mad.
personally,
shit
I
still
have
gonna
my
hurt.
own house.
It is,
I have my own
regardless.
car.
Even if
I
you
have
wasn't
my own
talking in a
everything.
relationship,
So
it's gonna hurt.
I'm gonna haul ass, cause now I got.
Why you gonna haul ass if you would? I'm saying we were talking about if you were the dog and then your old lady cheated on you, you gonna haul ass?
Eventually, yeah.
Hello, that's what I'm saying.
Eventually, what do you mean eventually?
Because I'ma always feel like you.
Wait. So what do you mean eventually?
If I don't leave right then, I'm probably eventually gonna
Yeah.
leave. 'Cause
What? You gonna wait till what? You ready to leave until you find somebody to go mess with or whatever, and
We
you think
shouldn't
you
be able to
comfortable?
handle that
That's
shit too.
eventually.
Let's start-
But that's what really
Depends on the
happens.
situation.
Like, let's really be real. Like, let's take
I'm just
accountability.
saying,
Is that-
because if it eventually is, if it continues to happen, then I'ma leave. If
But listen, though, I'ma tell you something.
Over it, then I'ma leave.
I'ma tell you
That's
something.
the thing. Some people.
I'ma
can't get
tell
over
you
those
something.
things.
It sounds like men
A
are
lot of
holding
women-
themselves to
I'ma
a
tell you
higher
something,
standard
man.
than women are, and that's where the
I
problem
think
is.
we are the
lying.
prize.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying? It's kind of
normalize.
like the problem is still
Let's
with us.
normalize.
Because why is they
admitting
not
that the
settling
men
for
get
our
the
bullshit,
prize.
but we're settling for their
No,
bullshit?
I'm just
That's
saying.
how
I
I'm
said
looking at it.
eventually, I might leave, I might not. If I could get over the situation, I'd stay. If I understand the situation or whatever you was going through, or if it was get back out of something I did or whatever, if I could relate to that, if I'm not on that level, so I probably won't. I'm not gonna stay at all.
I ain't gonna
It's
count.
cheating.
Yeah,
I ain't
I
gonna
ain't
haul
I ain't
ass.
cheating.
Yeah,
But
but
if
I'm
they
just
cheat on me
saying.
though, I'm out of there. We ain't finna argue. I ain't.
But y'all
And
was
I'm not
saying that
coming
about
back.
5-10 minutes
Oh.
ago.
And I'm not coming back to
No,
you.
I expect people to be people.
I'm
I
not
expect humans to be
I'm not coming
humans.
back to you.
I'm not an emotional
It's-
person. That's
it's-
just how it is with me.
It's like, yeah.
It's gonna be what it is.
Only time I express my emotions if you just keep doing something after I already explained to you that I don't like it.
And you done did it more than once. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only time I
That's-
really
that's
explode.
who you
Like
are
other
in
than
this
that, yeah. And then you gotta accept that. I can't
Yeah.
get mad at you for who you are, for who you showing me. That means I
Right.
need to go a different direction.
Right.
And it's not a man's fault sometimes that women don't realize who they man is because they they
And then people
seeing
get
what they
expecting
want
too
to
much.
see,
You
bro.
don't expect much. You won't be too surprised when shit happens.
But as a man, you shouldn't really expect much, anyways.
Just take people for who they are.
What you mean as a man? You
And
shouldn't expect
recognize
too
them.
much. What do you mean by that?
You
Because
shouldn't.
you got to provide most of the time 100% of the household needs. So what are you really going to expect other than ass and a clean house and a cook meal?
Not you. Not that I'm trying to like bash men or anything.
No, I'm just saying like.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say something, and you know,
I ain't even say it like that, but
you know, I'm just gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? But basically, I just want to say there right now, females doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of more successful females we got going on than
Y'all finna stop talking
what you
about
call
these
it.
facts.
I'm just saying though,
I
like I'm not
y'all
gonna lie
lie.
though, like. Really think about it. Like really, if we gonna think, let's really think.
The women be the ones
Most
holding
men
shit
move
down.
in with who?
And what?
You
what-
got-
Most
what-
men
that's-
move in with who?
Man, I'm
Women,
just
right?
talking to
think
y'all.
about it. Hold
When do you hear
on. Before you go into that,
Women moving in
before
with men
you-
often.
No, before you go into that,
Cause
as
we
a
got our shit
man,
together.
as a
Even then
man,
with a
why
man-
would you expect to move in with a lady? Why are you doing
Men do it
that?
all the time.
But why the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing that?
Men do it all the
That's a
time.
man's fault. That's a man's fault. So that's what I'm saying. In my perspective, a man should have
Like,
some shit
give a woman
together
credit when they
before you-
do. They be
Yeah.
trying to clown women.
No, you
and
not.
and
That's
guys
why
be able to
I
hold it
tried-
down
Women be
for
the
their
ones
own.
talking
You
about
can't
women
hold
as
it
bum
down on your
bitches.
own.
It's like a
No.
50-50, man. Because there's a lot of niggas out here doing their thing too.
Yeah, it
Niggas
is.
will
And
move
a lot of
bitch in
people
for help on the rent. Don't need
opposites
another bitch
attract.
for real.
So that's what a lot of people don't even. That's what
Right.
the conversation don't even start with the base of. That's not the structure of the conversation. Opposites attract. So yeah, if you're a breadwinner, you might not attract another breadwinner.
You might
get
attract a
somebody
female.
that you
I
got.
attract all. I attract poor, middle class, and rich niggas. So
how many
it
people
depends
able to
on
do
what I
that?
choose.
How many people able to do that?
Not everybody, and that is the truth. Not
But-
everyone's able to
okay
do
then,
that.
so you got to think. That's why I'm saying you got to start at the foundation of the conversation is everybody
But if I
ain't got
choose
that.
to-
But you got
Right.
you can't grasp.
That
you can't
poor
put
man,
every-
that's on me.
and sometimes those are poor decisions women
That,
make.
lot of
yeah,
females
they
do
do.
that.
That's
a poor
I
decision
agree.
women
Yeah.
make.
That's what it all boils down to.
And then that poor decision leads them to bashing men, saying that this nigga that. When in all honesty, you shouldn't have took that chance on him.
Right.
You knew what type of nigga
that was.
That's you taking accountability on the decisions that you make. That's
exactly.
I think that we're talking about so many things on it. Like for instance, like I was talking about men that cheat on women, and if the woman cheats in return, and then you were saying that you will leave a woman if you were like faithful. That's what I'm saying. Like we're all talking about something, but we're on different levels of like thinking of things. Like he said, I'm leaving a woman. You're leaving a woman if she cheated on you and you're a good man, right?
Yeah, or if I'm a cheater, sometimes.
Okay.
It depends on.
So
what's the
even if
reason
you're
I'm
cheating and she cheats, say you
people
did
don't leave. Some
you
people
might
just
leave.
continue to cheat.
That's typical on the man. That's all I'm saying. That men can't handle that. So the truth is, we're going. Can you handle the truth?
Okay, before I was honest with people, before I became an adult, before I matured all the way, I would cheat in the relationship instead of leaving the relationship, which was wrong on my behalf. Now, if I really don't want to be with you, I'm gonna tell you, hey, this ain't what I want to do, such and such. I feel like we better off friends, vice versa, whatever the case may be.
It sounds good and
but,
stuff.
Yeah, it sounds good. But that's what you can ask the people that I deal with. Like, nah.
That's all I was saying. You can ask.
Yeah, you can ask people. Like, I done had somebody, people would sit there and say, I heard you get around. I'd be like, shit, go hear it again. But you want to know why you hear that? Because some people have poor quality. So yeah, I talked to her for a little bit, but she wasn't showing me what I thought I needed to see. So I hard asked from the situation.
And I definitely,
I don't hold women accountable. I don't hold women no bad part of doing that. When I have homegirls and clients who sit there and conversate with me while I'm working and stuff, and they sit there and I tell them, date multiple people if you single. You'll never find what you looking for courting one nigga. Because shit, sometimes
mad people.
The connection is over. Let's normalize unknowing people.
So we gonna end that. We gonna end that right there. So basically, what I just want y'all to do is just some closing thoughts or whatever for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know y'all will be back soon. I fuck with y'all the long way. I like this. I like this little conversation.
Good.
So go ahead and y'all closing thoughts.
All right, man. I'm just running back what we said earlier, man. Chase your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Stay down. Stay focused. Stay dedicated. You know what I'm saying? When you can't be motivated, just make it happen, man.
If you have a business that you're trying to pursue, don't worry about what others got going on around you and just do it.
Definitely don't let life be a roadblock to whatever you're trying to pursue. Everybody going through shit. Don't look out the window at somebody else and judge them or your pace. The turtle win the race. Everybody pace different. Just keep going for what you're going for, man. Just go for something, shit.
Absolutely. God first, man, and let's normalize loving your kids and putting your kids first and not just saying it because that shit sound good.
What?
And how I'm gonna end that is let's just normalize accountability altogether. Let's normalize being teachable, because although you was not taught to be teachable, try to learn it. You know what I'm saying? You learn stuff every day. You be around the right circles, so just learn to be a little bit teachable. And again, this is your girl Crystal, and it's Take It or Leave It podcast, and we out of here.
Hello.
Out of here.
Alright. So I know that shit is in West Boulevard somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk you. So did you end it or am I ending it?
You end it.
This screen is like black.
It is?
Yeah, your screen is black. It's on.
All the dead homies out now, man.
Nah, it's live though. It's still live because I see it.
In the streets.
But
I
your
see it.
screen black. Like,
Really?
Like that's what I was trying to tell
Oh,
you.
everybody seen all this shit, right?
You still alive. Don't say nothing crazy.
Still live and at it. Hey.
Hey, where we at tonight, man?
Shit, my ass.